Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Wendy Pitts Reeves. I am a private practice coach. I work with healers across the country who want to design a practice that is as ideal for them as it is for their clients. Even when your practice is rocking and you've got plenty of clients and they're the kind of folks you love working with and the money is good, all is well, there's going to come a time when you're just kind of ready to sort of shake things up a little bit. And I want you to give yourself permission to ask yourself, what do I want? I want to give you 3 questions that I began to ask myself on my way to figuring that out. But they're questions that ultimately are going to start leading you in the right direction. And at least one of these, I think, is going to surprise you. So the first question I want you to ask is, what is it that I'm doing right now that absolutely drains me? Whether it's who I'm seeing, the conversations we're having, whether it's the tasks that I have to take care of just to keep this thing running. What is it that, oh my gosh, just the thought of it just exhausts me? I have to make myself do it. When I am done with it, I am wiped. It just absolutely drains me. What is that? I want you to ask yourself that question first, because on our way to figuring out what we want, sometimes it helps to start with what we don't want. That's question number 1. Question number 2 is, what absolutely fuels me? What is it that I feel so strongly about that once I get going on it, I can really get going on it? I may find myself hopping up on a soapbox. I actually will say, oh my gosh, I got to watch it because I know I'm preaching, because I will take on a certain tone of voice. I can hear it. And then the third question is, what is the subject that I could talk about all day long and never get tired of? Those 3 questions: what drains me, what fuels me, and what lights me up so much to talk about all day long. Those 3, the answers to those questions are going to start helping you shape the answer to the question of, what do I want now? Or what do I want next? There is no finite answer to this question. There is no what do I want, period, because it's a changing, that's going to change. All right. And to give you a little bit of an exercise you can do to sort of start playing with this, I want to tell you what I did when I was at that point in my life. One day, I was literally in a period when I was just kind of lost. I'm like, I got to figure out what I want to do next. What makes me happy? I went to my computer and I created a master doc, a Word doc that I put on my desktop. I think I called it something like therapeutic interventions and ideas. Every time during the day that something would happen that was just fun, it felt so good. As soon as that client would leave, I would go write it down in this doc. And over time, I began to add to that document other things that I noticed about myself, other things that were happening in my life that were just fun. I began to write down ideas. Do you know what? I went back the other day to find that document as I was thinking about coming to you with this today. You know that by the time I quit using that, it was 45 pages long. Yeah, 45 pages long. That's a lot of ideas. That's what it's like in this head. Yeah. But some really good stuff came out of that I'll be sharing with you over the next couple of weeks. What I want to do is I want to be talking about what are the roadblocks, dead ends, and detours that we run into as entrepreneurs, and how do we handle them when that happens? That's kind of what this is about. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to encourage you, if you're in this kind of a place where you're a little restless, I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Create your own version of a master doc, put it on your computer, or maybe you could designate a couple of pages in your planner or in your journal and call it What I Love, or What Lights Me Up, or What Fuels Me. And just start noticing, become an observer day to day. What is it that was fun? That I want to do more of. And see if out of that, you don't start noticing a few patterns. See if a direction doesn't begin to emerge. I think you'll be pleased. So try that. Talk to me in the comments below and let me know what kind of observations you're making. Let me know what this brings up for you as you think about doing this. And if you like this video and this is helpful, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up, to like it, to share it with a colleague, and even better yet, to subscribe, because that really helps me out and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week. Be sure and come back next week because we're going to continue talking about what to do when you run into a speed bump, a dead end, or a detour in your business. It's going to be good. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye now.